The first yokai user to talk about is the GOAT of the series and the first yokai power user that we meet, that being Ken Takakura, aka Okarun. Now, Okarun, like a lot of characters in this video, was someone granted powers by a yokai. However, the specification for him getting these powers came at the cost of him being cursed. During the Turbo Granny arc, Okarun visits a cursed tunnel thanks to a deal with Momo Ayase, our other main character, to which he eventually gets cursed by Turbo Granny after failing to beat her in a race. Hindsight being what it is, I'm a little bit shocked that Momo just didn't tell Okarun at all what he could potentially find in that haunted tunnel. Like, you didn't think it'd be important information to give that the person he could encounter would be the 100km/h granny that will steal your genitals and curse you if you lose to her in a race? You know, saying that out loud, I can kind of see why Momo didn't say anything to Okarun. I wouldn't believe her either. After being cursed by Turbo Granny and losing his balls, Okarun, with the assistance of Momo, can awaken his Turbo Granny form, allowing him to access her tremendous speed and agility. In this form, Okarun grows to become more muscular and pale, with his hair flaring white with red accents. His clothes are given this spectral flame effect, with him adopting a black mask with sharp teeth, which covers his face. Aside from the visual appearance difference, Okarun also adopts a depressive personality, shifting his awkward previous demeanor into something more nonchalant and chill. Previously, he was only able to access this ability so long as Momo was containing the curse within his body. However, during the events of the acrobatic Silky arc, Okarun was able to access this power on his own due to the actions of Psycho and Momo removing the curse, but not the power itself. This led to Turbo Granny being trapped within the cat that we know of today, and how she became the unofficial mascot of the Don to Don series. Now, with this form, he grants all the positives that come with Turbo Granny and her speed. However, he also gains the weaknesses that Turbo Granny as a yokai used to possess. One of the core disadvantages in this form is that Okarun is unable to swim. If you put Okarun into water and he tries to use his Turbo Granny state, he really can't do anything. And this comes from the fact that while in this form he inherits Turbo Granny's personality and speed, but he also would inherit her ability that she can't swim. Okarun's main fighting technique in this form is called the All Out, which is basically where he charges himself up like a spring, exploding with a huge burst of speed or power, to which he can either strike an opponent with his feet or just simply ram into them like a high-speed battering ram. Okarun's all-out technique has also been shown to help him achieve stability in the air, such as in the fight against the Bound Spirit during the Turbo Granny arc. Okarun simply rotated his legs at a rapid speed like a helicopter engine and blades, which let him temporarily levitate in the air, but it only lasted for a second before burning out. So if Okarun were to train and master this technique, he could save himself from falling from any kind of height. Previously, Okarun was limited to going